It's your 2026 Royal Rumble review on LimitsCenter for today, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to episode Lucas E. Allen Productions, or Lucas E. Allen 1018 on YouTube and all audio platforms. Lucas E. Allen Show. Like I said, your LimitsCenter podcast, your Monday, February 2nd of 2026. So obviously your wrestling podcast, obviously. For anything, follow me on social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook of Lucas E. Allen. Also, Sayes XRS on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok as well. I'll watch today's podcast on YouTube. Hit the like button on today's podcast. Hit the subscribe button if you've done so already. It's always free to subscribe, obviously. Turn the bell for our post notifications up on this channel. And always leave a comment. I think my episode for your Monday, LimitsCenter podcast, your Monday, December, oh my fucking God, man. Your Monday, just almost did it again. Monday, February 2nd of 2026. Lucas, get it right, you dumbass. Also on Spotify, do the same thing. Also, 5-star rating, be very nice as well. Comment and 5-star rating, be nice as well, to say at least. So we get started with this show today. Listen, your WWE Royal Rumble 2026 review. This will be interesting to say at least. I gotta get a big rant on this freaking show, man. Big, especially the main event match. With the men's Royal Rumble match. Not even just the fact that Roman Reigns won the match is not the problem there. My problem is we're explaining today's podcast, obviously, to the beginning of the show. We're discussing that. Some WWE is scrapping production element for future shows. We'll be discussing that. There's an internal WWE reaction to Triple H receiving "We Want Vince" chants during a Royal Rumble post show, which I have yet to hear. I think I honestly heard like rumors about this. Obviously, I didn't physically hear the chants at all. I don't even watch the post show shit. Honestly, I really don't. Honestly, we're gonna be discussing that. Hosting Kit Wilson, oh boy, consider for a Royal Rumble 2026 spot. Obviously, did not appear in the Rumble match itself, but still. Thank God it did not happen, obviously. It's the reason why Chris Jericho is listed on the AEW roster page still. He obviously did not appear at the Royal Rumble match on Saturday afternoon. That's what I thought he would be, but he's on a Fozzy tour, honestly. Also because he's still contracted with obligated to AEW still, obviously. And to finish off with Backstage news on why AEW International Championship was covered on Collision this past Saturday night. So it's on today's podcast. Glad you're joining me. So I just want to tell you your Monday LimitsCenter podcast. Your Monday, February 2nd of 2026. On today's podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Starting with, you guess, your WWE 2026 Royal Rumble review. So we start off the women's side, doing work our way to the main event, stuff like that. Starting with, you get Liv Morgan. She wins the 2026 Royal Rumble match. Fucking thrill for Liv Morgan, man. This match is okay. It was okay for what. At least we got more surprises than this shit compared to the men's match. We had Royce Keys, also known as Powerhouse Hobbs. That's the only surprise he basically got. And we kind of expect that anyways. That's the only surprise. So much so we were just going to discuss in the main event, though, obviously, for this segment. But for the women's side of things, we got a lot of surprises, obviously. We got Brie Bella coming back. We got, who else we got? A lot of NXT call-ups like Sol Ruka, JC Jane. I fucking love that for both those women. Especially, I think Sol Ruka was the final three in the women's Rumble match between her, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan. I know, 3 bronze. Is Vince McMahon coming back, ladies and gentlemen? No, I'm joking, people. The three talented blondes, obviously. Just saying. He's not like a Lacey Evans, obviously. No, thank you, obviously not. At least there's 3 great professional wrestlers, those blondes. Obviously, Liv, Sol Ruka, and also Tiffany Stratton. I'm thrilled as fuck for Liv Morgan. What a fucking must-deserve an understatement on us. This woman's been putting in the work the minimum 3 years. Even going how long before, you're doing a championship run in 2022. The SmackDown Women's Champion was not the greatest run, but still, I think she should put effort in that run still. Obviously, she's known for recent day. Obviously, with her Women's World Championship reign, that was not the greatest either, but still, competitor-wise, is. But I love the story between her and Dominic Mysterio and also Rhea Ripley and stuff like that. Before I fell off a little bit, obviously. But thrilled as freaking shit for Liv Morgan finally after being runner-up for a couple of times over in this Rumble. Like he was the final runner-ups like the 2024 and 2023, I believe, back-to-back years nonetheless too. She was runner-up and she didn't win it. But now in 2026, she finally gets it done and wins the 2026 Women's Royal Rumble match. Round of applause to Liv Morgan, man. I would clap. I can't really clap right now because I have a microphone in my hand, obviously. I might just do like I'm not gonna do that. I wish I had like my sound bar here. I wish I had like a celebration sound, but I don't have that, honestly. Set in my sound bar, honestly. I have like a laugh. I have like basically a baby voice and a girl voice. You get the point. Obviously, man's voice. You get the point. I really have a robot voice in this one too. But no, like laugh, like not like a celebration stuff whatsoever. But I'm throwing this fucking shit for Liv Morgan. The woman is just fucking great. Thrilled as hell as a Liv Morgan fan for her to finally get the big one, get the big women's Royal Rumble match winner. Now, who does she face? Probably in the Women's World Championship. It could be Stephanie Becker. I could see the world with that, definitely. But she also eliminated Raquel Rodriguez, obviously, during this whole match to win the Rumble. Well, she eliminated Raquel. I was kind of stunned as shit by it. The thing is, everyone for herself, obviously. But I'll be honest, I enjoyed the Women's Rumble a little bit more than people gave this thought about. Was it perfect? Fuck no. Obviously, not everything can be perfect in professional wrestling. But so I enjoyed this for what it was. And plus, the women all kicked out. I think this is obviously better than the men's match. I stand by this 20 billion times more. And the outcome was perfect. The outcome was perfect. And Liv Morgan win the Women's Royal Rumble match. Did I enjoy it? Like one of the best Rumbles in recent memory? I would say no. I would say definitely no. Honestly, hold my microphone a little bit. I would not say it's like the perfect Rumble in recent memory, but still, was it good? I would say it was good. I wouldn't say it was the best match on the show. It's not like a match standpoint, it's just a Rumble, obviously. Like, you can't like do like a match, like a 5-star classic, Meltzer banger classics, obviously. But I enjoy this Rumble more people want to give it for. I gave this a B. It should be higher if you think about it. But I didn't like care for like the Brie Bellas. When Brie Bella at least got a big pop, obviously. That was freaking a shocking way to get a big pop of that. That shocked the shit. I mean, that was kind of like, I'm going to take Alexa Bliss pop from last year. But at least on a level of that, honestly, a little bit. That was kind of shocking. You got Brie in this match. You got also... I was shocked when you see Bianca Belair or AJ Lee on this. I think especially Bianca. I thought she would be like a second option. They weren't going to go at Liv Morgan. I was stunned to even get an appearance from Bianca in this match. That shocked the shit. I mean, how banged up is that finger of hers to be out for so long? I mean, damn, it's been like almost a freaking year since WrestleMania. Since the last time we saw her in WrestleMania 41, a triple threat match, at least wrestling standpoint. She made a couple appearances after being a special guest referee for a couple matches. Or particularly the Naomi and Jay Cargill match at Evolution, stuff like that. I was shocked we didn't see Bianca in this match. I was stunned by that. Like, seriously, no Bianca Belair? When Tiffany Stratton came in number 30, I was like, no Bianca? I mean, I love Tiffany. She's great to see her back, by the way. Want her up in this match. But I was shocked we didn't get Bianca. I'd rather we saved Tiffany at that point for like Raw or SmackDown, honestly, for the following week. But still, at least beggars can't be choosers, obviously. Liv was the right winner here. Bianca, I hope she's back by Chamber, but I don't know. She ain't appearing in Rumble. I don't know where she's going to appear next. Honestly. I don't know. Wait to find out. We'll see Bianca Belair back on Raw and SmackDown, hopefully. Hopefully SmackDown, because that SmackDown Women's Division, especially Jay Cargill, could use the challengers at minimum at WrestleMania. So hope to see Bianca Belair back sooner rather than later. I was also shocked we didn't see AJ Lee. That also shocked the shit out of me. But we know, maybe we got Becky Lynch in this Rumble, but she got eliminated by fucking Natty. That was fucking that's probably a great point down this whole group, great, honestly. Because that stupid elimination with Natty eliminating Becky Lynch, of all people. Like, I love Natalya / Natty. But why would you have Becky get eliminated by her and not somebody else. Like, if it's not going to be AJ Lee, then why would you not even have a Becky in this match? Why? She's a women's Intercontinental Champion. We saw Julia in this match. I don't mind that for a women's United States Champion. But we all know Julia was not going to win. Same thing with Becky Lynch. But why would you have her in if you're not going to have AJ Lee appear on this show? Eliminate Becky Lynch and set up that match at WrestleMania. That just makes me this just boggles my mind. Was AJ just not wanting to go to Saudi Arabia? I don't blame her if that's the case. I don't know. We found the reports coming in the next coming days and stuff like that. We're reporting the podcast. But that's shocking. Those two women not involved. AJ Lee and Bianca Belair. Especially Bianca. I was stunned when I see her. She was one of the odds-on favorites. Her and Liv Morgan in the top two. I was shocked she was not in this match, man. I was stunned when I didn't see her. I'm like, damn, Bianca's not in this match? Man, that just shocked the shit. I mean, I'm not going to lie, people. Maybe the finger is really that bad, I guess, man. I wish her all the best. I love Bianca. I gotta be honest, I'm about still my favorite women's wrestlers of all time right now, Bianca Belair and Mercedes Moné. I know, man. It sucks. I know, man. It's just at least Liv won the match here. Probably number 3, honestly, for me. So that's I'll take that, honestly, any day. But this match gets a B, and that was a good Rumble, if you ask me, this one. I think it was kind of overhated from the IWC. I didn't even mind the Brie Bella appearance. As long as we get her and Nikki Bella back in the tag team division, I mean, not as bad. As long as Brie just stays out of the singles division, that's fine with me. Have her team with her sister Nikki, that's fine with me. If there's anything above that, like that's just honestly a waste at that point. Wayne found out that I think Brie Bella's not on the Raw brand, honestly. It's not one off of this Rumble appearance at all. So we'll see what that to say. So Liv Morgan probably will face your, I'm assuming your Stephanie or Raquel Rodriguez. Obviously, the better match would probably Liv and against Stephanie. But the storyline probably fits better Raquel Rodriguez as a women's world champion. So I guess we'll wait and find out with the Rods. I think the Rods are fighting a street fight between her and Stephanie Vacare. Keep updating that the Raw review probably tomorrow next LimitsCenter. Hopefully I can get that out. But this gets a B. Moving on to a freaking, oh my goodness, man. Gunther defeats AJ Styles. Remember, going into the show, AJ Styles put his career on. If he couldn't beat Gunther, he was going to retire from WWE. And obviously he lost against Gunther, and now he's retired from WWE. This is fun, man. The match is pretty good, if you ask me. B+, actually the best grade in the whole fucking PLE, man. Better than both Rumble matches. Just above the women's Rumble. But definitely better than the freaking men's. The men's Rumble match sucked, in my opinion. I'm sorry. I can't believe the bullshit with Jey Uso and that stupid freaking entrance. They got Brock Lesnar eliminated just like that. With a shot of my finger. And basically, it's Brock Lesnar got eliminated. I can't stand Brock Lesnar. Not a big Brock Lesnar fan. We'll discuss that probably in the remaining event of the segment, obviously. But as for this, Gunther also pulled a double duty, but could be in the men's Rumble match too. I hate seeing Styles retire in Saudi Arabia. I'm sorry. You couldn't have at least have a WrestleMania where then Styles can call it quits. Like, what's with the rush retiring Styles? Is his contract up or something? I don't know. Is he just full on retiring? In that case, you can at least keep 3-4 months left and put this all up to WrestleMania. Like, what's with the fucking rush all of a sudden when Styles is retiring here? I don't know. Maybe there's something more. Maybe he's leaving WWE. Maybe he's going to AEW. Maybe potentially in Will Ospreay again. Well, you find out, I guess. Maybe him and Kenny Omega. We all get the Kenny Omega and Styles match. I don't know. Maybe Styles and MJF. I don't know. We'll find out what the reports say, honestly, in coming days and stuff. But the match here was good. Probably the best thing in the freaking show, in my opinion. I got emotional a little bit, honestly, with those Styles taking off the gloves and stuff. Putting him back on, honestly, it makes me wonder, is he really retiring from professional wrestling? When you put the gloves back on, with the tees and taking them off. Like, John Cena flat out put his stuff on, basically minus his jorts in the middle of the ring. We signaling he's indeed done. But Styles did not do that. He didn't put his gloves in the middle of the ring or something like that. He didn't do that at all. He took him off the tees, evidently put him back on his hands. was kind of signals like, is he really retiring, or is this retiring from WWE? Like, is he going to TNA? Is he going to maybe AEW or New Japan? And then you can call quits there. I'd rather have that honestly happen. Like, him potentially facing Will Ospreay, chasing the World Championship when Ospreay probably beats MJF at All In. I think that'd be pretty fun. Styles and Ospreay for the World Championship. Sign me the fuck for that. The AEW World Championship, obviously. Whenever that comes out. I think Ospreay's going to beat MJF. I think really do. Whenever he comes back, too. It's just shocking to see AJ Styles. His final match in WWE is in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I'm sorry. I don't like that. It's just fucking stupid. I said in the podcast a couple of LimitsCenters ago. But, like, seriously, why is he retiring in Saudi Arabia? Like, that's just an odd location and an odd place for him to retire. But we all thought John Cena, when he retired in Washington, D.C. at the nation's capital, like, that was weird. This is even weirder in Saudi Arabia, in my opinion, with Styles. I don't know, I guess. Maybe he's not retiring after all. Maybe he's just retiring from WWE. It could be the case for sure. I gotta wait and find out. But I like this match quite a bit. At least Styles not tap out like John Cena did. At least he passed out. But I would have took that 20 times out of 100, honestly. 50, 100 times out of 100, obviously, excuse me. Glad to see Styles at least pass out. That's the way you can have him pass out and end his career in WWE. That's what you do. You don't have him fucking tap out like Cena did. I'm sorry. That was just all stupid what that happened. It's December 13th of 2025. That's Saturday Night's main event. But I'll be honest, this match was pretty freaking good. I gave it a B+. Moving on to Drew McIntyre. The reigning defending undisputed WWE champion. Defeats Sami Zayn to retain the said undisputed WWE championship. These last two matches, this one was solid, but it gives probably the lowest grade up to this point, a B-. I'm not going to lie. It's the same goes way to McIntyre and Zayn. I knew McIntyre was going to beat Sami Zayn here. But why this was all, again, the same outcome, basically, with McIntyre's beating Zayn? Like, what was the point even doing this match? You're not going to, like, tease, like, another match between the two. Like, when is that going to happen? Is McIntyre going to drop a championship before WrestleMania and he's going to face Sami Zayn at WrestleMania when Sami Zayn finally gets his first one over Drew McIntyre? I don't know if that's going to be the case. We'll find out. But this match is okay. It was solid. It's probably the most random thing on the show, though. Like, at least all three matches. When you think of the men's Rumble match, at least that was the men's Royal Rumble match, obviously. I think it was the worst thing on the show, but still. This is probably the most random one. Like, this kind of, like, fell off, like, kind of, like, whatever at this rate. So I gave it a B-. It was a solid match. I just didn't, like, at this point, Styles retiring and Liv Morgan win the women's Rumble match. It was kind of boring, honestly, compared to those two before matches. But I gave us a B+, B-, nonetheless. Now it's time to have this main event rant your guys share on the podcast. Nothing to do with Roman Reigns. Nothing at all. Roman Reigns wins the 2026 Men's Royal Rumble match in the main event. A big fat C rhymes with cat. Ladies and gentlemen, this Rumble match sucked. For standard Rumble matches, this one fucking sucked. Especially when you have Jey Uso coming out in the crowd. When these people normally in the Rumble matches, you come out through the entranceway, the ramp. Jey Uso decided to pull like a 2015 Roman Reigns here and go through the fucking crowd. Like, what the fuck is that shit? Are you fucking kidding me? And then he starts yeeting with the crowd, and then all of a sudden we see Cody Rhodes and LA Knight team up to eliminate Brock Lesnar. But meanwhile, no one was paying fucking attention to that because they're yeeting to Jey Uso. Like, what the fuck are you? What kind of bullshit is that? Whoever produced this needs to be fired from WWE. I might be fired from WWE. I'm like people getting fired from their jobs. Whoever did that shit needs to fucking be gone already. I'm sorry. That is just the stupidest way for Brock Lesnar to get eliminated. I'm not a Lesnar fan. I can't stand Brock Lesnar. Nothing to do with the Janelle Grant shit either. I just never liked Brock Lesnar as a professional wrestler. I'm sorry. It's called special attraction. But you have them be eliminated during the fucking Yeet Fest here. Like, who the fuck cares? Why is he coming out in the crowd? Why? I like Jey Uso. I'm actually an avid Uso fan. One of my favorite tag teams of all time. Him and his brother Jimmy. But what the fuck are we doing here with this Yeet bullshit stuff here? This is fucking ridiculous. Then you get that Roman Reigns in the middle of the ring. Granted, I'm glad he sucker punched Jey Uso after he wanted to do the running back shit, like that running back shit. He wanted to do the Yeet shit. I'm like, oh my god, man, this is fucking embarrassing to watch. And then he did, but also he got his punch in the face by Roman Reigns and he got eliminated. Thank you very much, Roman, for that one, obviously. That was just so fucking stupid, honestly. This Rumble sucked. This Rumble match sucked. It really sucked. Yeah, your moments like Royce Keys, also known as Powerhouse Hobbs, coming in AEW, which, by the way, Michael Cole in commentary actually mentions he formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs. He didn't mention AEW, but he mentioned formerly known as Powerhouse Hobbs. I kind of had a chuckle with that one. Man, is AEW will live rent-free in WWE's minds, honestly, after all, man. As you see it, obviously. Figuratively and backstage and behind the scenes, obviously. But still. This Rumble just fucking sucked, though. I think, minus Royce Keys, you probably had like no other freaking surprises. When you have Gunther come out as number 30, that was a lame, embarrassing number 30. And I like Gunther. But usually number 30 would be surprises. This was nothing. Nothing. Tiffany Stratton in the women's Rumble match was more surprising Gunther in the freaking men's Rumble match times 1,000. I'm sorry. Like, oh my fucking god, man. Like, why? I'd rather you had debut Royce Keys in number 30 and not freaking Gunther in number 30. The fuck are we doing, bro? And Oba Femi gets eliminated by Brock Lesnar. Like, what the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? This was an embarrassing men's Royal Rumble match. And cherry on top of it, you couldn't build one single fucking star in this match. You go back to Roman Reigns win the fucking Rumble. For what? Who's going to challenge? CM Punk for the World Heavyweight Championship? He's going to basically be look like a hypocrite. Challenges for the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, a long time ago, when he was the undisputed WWE champion, he called out the B-list fucking title, or whatever you named it. You know how much he shit on the World Heavyweight Championship? Now he's going to fucking go after it? He'd make his ass look like a fucking hypocrite. I'm sorry. It just looks stupid. Who happens to be challenged for a WWE Championship? Well, you can face Drew McIntyre? Oh, what a boring fucking main event match that could be. What the fuck are we doing, bro? You kind of come up with a Braun Breaker, and Braun Breaker got eliminated the first, couple minutes in this match, obviously, because he got attacked in the Rumble entrance. It was Braun Breaker and Oba Femi kicking off the Rumble. He got attacked probably record with Seth Rollins. But still. This Rumble is fucking embarrassing, in my opinion, man. Between the Jey Uso freaking Yeet Fest and with bullshit around that, Roman Reigns win this and stuff like that. Like, what the fuck are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? What are we doing? Wow, what was so good about this men's Rumble match I'm not seeing from you people? Even if Roman challenges Punk, he looks like a fucking hypocrite after he shit on the World Heavyweight Championship where he was the WWE champion all these years. Well, I'm supposed to believe because he's not a babyface now? It looks fucking ridiculous. It looks ridiculous. What do you want me to fucking say? And then if he challenges for a WWE championship, will he challenge Cody Rhodes if he wins back the championship? Or Drew McIntyre in a triple threat match? Like, who the fuck wants to see that shit? Who wants to see that shit? It's so stupid, man. I ain't fine now, man. This overall show grade for Royal Rumble 2026 is a B-. Not a great Rumble whatsoever. So it was boring. It was decent at best. That is not a recipe to kick off WrestleMania season whatsoever. Your overall show great for Royal Rumble 2026 is a B-. So WWE reportedly scrapping production element for future shows. Don't expect to see such element in LED lighting set up at WWE's future events in Saudi Arabia. A custom arena was constructed within the 1 month of the 2026 Royal Rumble, with many of the venue seats fitting with LED lighting for special events, for special effects throughout the premium live event setup. However, it had a negative effect as it made the arena look noticeably empty and TV, which I find to be fucking bullshit if you ask me. This seems look stupid. It looks stupid. With probably more tickets being sold for Saturday, but I don't fucking know. Nobody wanted to go to this shit. And do you blame him? Do you fucking blame him? Because I fucking know, honestly. Empty on TV during the Royal Rumble despite the venue being full. Sure, bro. WWE sources have claimed to PW Insider that the 25,000 tickets were removed before the Royal Rumble. One person noted that they did not expect WWE use the LED lighting again when the company returns to Saudi Arabia, and the company noted that the lighting did not come across as well as the broadcast as it did in the arena. Sure, obviously. A temporary outdoor stadium was constructed for the Royal Rumble, as the company's usual venues in Riyadh were unavailable due to the football matches. Where the fuck does that mean? And not football like the NFL ops, you can't do that, obviously. It's not in Saudi Arabia, but still. It just seems fucking stupid. There's a cover up the excuse that you couldn't sell tickets for Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia. That's what I think, in all honesty. Let me know in the comment section within YouTube and Spotify think of this, to say at least. Moving on to internal WWE reaction to Triple H receiving "We Want Vince" chants during the Royal Rumble post-show. Fans in Saudi Arabia were not universally positive towards WWE's chief content officer, Paul Triple H Levesque, following the 2026 Royal Rumble. Levesque executed had chants "We Want Vince" and "You Fucked Up" chants aimed at him during the Royal Rumble post-show. Triple H did not acknowledge the chants. Of course, he did not, obviously, during the broadcast. Sean Ross Sapp noted on the Fightful Select Answers Q&A that there has been no internal reaction to the "We Want Vince" chants within WWE. Negative remarks toward Triple H have become a common at the premium live event post-shows since the new format was made permanent at the SummerSlam 2025 event, obviously. Fans were notably furious following John Cena's retirement match on December 13th of 2025 episode for Saturday night's main event. That event saw Triple H receive significant boos, followed by chants "You Fucked Up" and AEW chants during the post-show segment. Regarding the recurrent hospitality, Saps noted that reaction within the company regarding to the last few times Triple H has received negative chants. While Triple H didn't want to be in a room of full media, and this was what he got instead, Sapp reported. Now, I don't think the chance of "We Want Vince" stuff, I don't think that's needed whatsoever. Because Vince McMahon is just as bad, if not worse, than Triple H. Like, come on, people. Who wants to see Vince back in the year 2026 in World Wrestling Entertainment to WWE? Absolutely nobody. That's who. Only the Vince McMahon freaking stupid idiot fans of his wants him back. Nobody wants to see him. I think a Triple H is all in my mind. I can't stand Paul Levesque either. But if you want Vince back, you really think it'd be better with Vince McMahon back, you fucking idiots? No, the answer is no. It will not be better with Vince McMahon back. Probably even worse with Vince McMahon back. So stop with your bullshit excuses. And like you can chant any normal other chants like AEW chants is fine with me. "You Fucked Up" chants are fine with me, honestly. But Vince chants, "We Want Vince" chants, like, how fucking stupid can you be, people? That's my thoughts on this, though, to say at least. The Kit Wilson considered for a 2026 Royal Rumble spot. A main roster name is considered for Royal Rumble in Saudi Arabia 2026, and Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, obviously, but was ultimately passed on Sunday. Fightful Select reported that Kit Wilson's name was discussed for a spot in the men's Royal Rumble match. Despite the internal discussions, Wilson ended up not appearing at all during the WWE's time in Saudi Arabia this past week. Nor I think he should have been at all. Like, who wants to see Kit Wilson in the 2026 Royal Rumble? He stands like a negative, like 100% chance of not winning. Like, he's never gonna win a Rumble, man. So what's the point of doing for a cheap fucking laugh, honestly? We're living, what, like 2 seconds? Like, who wants to see that shit whatsoever? I've been enjoying his work sort of as a singles wrestler, but not at the same time at all, though. I mean, he's a solid worker, Kit Wilson, but I don't think he's going to be like at least an upper mid-card talent in this company. I just don't see so. Can't wait to see his partner back, Elton Prince, get pretty deadly back together in this god-awful SmackDown tag team division, though. He definitely will get killed with Kit Wilson and Elton Prince back together and pretty deadly, to say the least. Okay, I had some mic problems, I guess, man, after I finished that segment of Kit Wilson. We're back to standard programming right now. The reason why Chris Jericho is listed on the AEW roster page. The reason Chris Jericho is listed as a member of the AEW on the company's roster page is simple. He is still an employee there. There has been a huge speculation about Jericho's future over the past several months, with the widespread belief that his AEW deal would be expire at the end of 2025. It was even announced that when Jericho re-signed AEW in October 2024, his deal will expire at the end of 2025. Jericho remains on the AEW roster page, however, situated between Cash Wheeler and Christian Cage. According to Fightful Select, Jericho is still under contract to AEW. Why exactly is his deal did not expire at the end of 2025 is currently unknown. This news explains why Jericho has not appeared in WWE programming, and he is still under contract with AEW should the two sides want to work together. Fightful noted that his interest with Jericho within WWE, but he become a free agent. Now, I was shocked, honestly, he didn't compare it in the 2026 men's Royal Rumble match. Well, when he found out, he's probably heading to WWE. It matters not if, it matters when it happens. I just don't see him coming back to AEW. We thought we would see it by now. This maybe puts over one person in AEW and can go out of the company. Probably head back to WWE, finish his career in WWE. Keep updated though when Chris Jericho never comes back to WWE, where his contract expires AEW or not, to say the least. Man, will not wait to upload this podcast, obviously. Microphone's been stubborn all freaking podcast long. Anyways, finally, for Lucas E. Allen Productions, weekly LimitsCenter podcast for your Monday, February 2nd, 2026. Backstage news on why the AEW International Championship was covered on Collision. There is a simple explanation as to why the AEW International Championship was covered during the latest episode of AEW Collision. Fightful Select reported on Sunday that the bag contained Kazuchika Okada's belt, and ring gear was lost, necessitating the changes seen on television. Yeah, I mean, you have to watch. I think he plays Adam Priest on Collision. You have to watch the match where I care to watch that period. Want updates on Kazuchika Okada and AEW International Championship? I thought he just defended a unified championship. I know he just defended AEW International Championship too. So I guess I was wrong there, to say at least. Well, honestly, there's nothing else to say here. Honestly, this was a big, weird article, if you ask me here. To finish off your LimitsCenter podcast for your Monday, it's February 2nd, 2026. Thank you all for watching LimitsCenter for your Monday, February 2nd, 2026. I really want to get this uploaded, man, because this freaking microphone's going out, like I said, ladies and gentlemen. So until next time, and trust me, next time, alright? Peace and love, alright? I am out. Take care. Love you all big time, to say the least.